Hello everyone and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Thief 2, The Middle Age. We just rescued Basso's girlfriend Genevieve from a lifetime of servitude so that she and Basso could go, get married, be happy, and leave us alone. Along with that, we lined our pockets with a lot of loot, which we're going to need to fund our next mission. So let's find out what that next mission is.
Business has been kind of slow these days, thanks to Sheriff Gorman Truart. He's been coming down hard on my competition and anyone else he deems unlawful. I've been playing it safe by keeping a low profile, but as my landlord recently reminded me, the rent is late. He says he's going to pay me a visit tomorrow to collect, so I'll have to go amateur for some quick cash. The warehouses by the docks should fit the bill. In addition to the usual shipping traffic, there's also a small smuggling operation sponsored by the local underground. Not too many guards, lots of dark corners, and several points of entry should make this job painless and profitable. Maybe I'll even have something left over for myself once the rent is paid. Wasn't that long ago that I was planning on my retirement. Now the only thing that's getting retired is my standards. If things get any worse, I'll have to go back to picking pockets in the streets.
Poor Garrett. All of the troubles in the world. Shipping and receiving. Difficulty expert? Gilver knows he's sending out a very important shipment tomorrow. But what he doesn't know is that it's being redirected to your fence. Find a new shipping label and put it on the big crate outside Gilver's office. Some rare spice has been smuggled through the warehouse district lately. Find it, and it'll make some quick cash on the black market. The landlord is coming tomorrow. You need to steal at least 850 loot to cover the rent and other expenses. You're a thief, not a murderer. Being the professional that you are, you can pull this job off without killing anyone. After you're done, you'll need to get out of their area so you don't get caught. Return to the stack of crates where you first entered the warehouse district. That doesn't sound so hard. We wish. Alright, so, as always, all the water arrows we can carry. We will also take the one moss arrow that they have on hand. That's the only moss arrow that they have on hand. From that, we will also take as many flash bombs as we can get, which is apparently all three. I guess that means we have enough left over for our papyrus, which someone wants to give you some advice, okay? And we'll take some broadhead arrows. Now, I don't use flares. Potions are extremely expensive, 250 apiece. And I don't really like the invisibility potion or the slow fall potion. I find them both to be not game-breaking, but immersion-breaking. I know they're supposed to be like magic. You have the trickster and things like that, so there was magic. But these did not appear in the original game, and I feel that having them in Thief 2 sort of, I don't know, it kind of kills it. Plus, they're not exactly cheap. So although you can be invisible for a couple seconds or slow fall for a couple seconds, and they can be extremely useful, I think I have used a slow fall potion once or twice, they are not, they're not ones I really like very much because I think it takes a lot out of the game. So I'm not going to bother buying those unless I have a lot of money left over for some reason. But it looks like we only have about $9 worth of cash, so we'll go. And here's our crates. Here's our crates. Speaking of which, these crates are covered with the replacement texture pack that I had mentioned previously. So as you can see, they're very pretty. There's a lot of love in the community and in regards to Thief and Thief 2 and the Thief series as a whole, more so than even the Shock series, which is another Looking Glass title. Okay, so some of these crates can be opened as you see, and it looks like that one only contains a flare. It's also very bright, not just under this lamp, but it is a quarter moon, I think, or a half moon? No, about 3/4 moon, actually. And so that makes it difficult to be completely invisible. That also means that we're going to have a hard time finding our way around. So we're not going to go that way, too much light, so we're going to go this way, I think. And it sounds like there's a guard above our heads. There he is. He's walking along the walkway. So yeah, I do remember that some of these crates can be opened, and they contain random things. Like this one contains a couple of flares and a little statue. We also have to be super careful not to ignite a flare while we're doing other things. And if we stick close enough to the wall, we should be pretty safe from enemies. So let's scoot forward quickly. What do we got? Do we hear anybody? No. So mosey. Okay, now I really would like to get inside of here. I'd like to do that without being seen or heard. Guard. On our right. And he's not up high. So it sounds like we may have to give him a good throttle upside the dome. Excuse me, sir. My apologies. Alright, we're going to try to get this guy back here. He probably won't want to fit. Oh, okay, he fit. Now hopefully that doesn't cause some sort of damage to him over time. And what I like to do is... I don't know where that guy... Okay, sounds like he's going in. Locked. Do we have our lockpicks? Yes and no. Yes, we have our lockpicks. No, they don't work. There's a notice on that door, but I think before we go check that out, what we're going to do is we're going to continue around a little bit, because we need to find a key to get inside these warehouses, and those keys aren't exactly easy to come by. Some of the guards have them, and luckily for us, Garrett can zoom in. His encounter with the trickster has allowed him the ability to zoom in using his false eye, which is so prominently displayed in the end of the last game, which is a really wonderful thing, honestly. It's very pretty. Alright, so if I'm right, I'd love to get these doors open. So, there's no way to pick these locks or anything. These are only openable through mechanical means, which means we have to figure out a way around. Oop. I think we're going to knock a few of these guys out unless they have a key for us. If they have a key for us, we'll be fine. We'll probably knock them out anyway, just to be safe, but... Caution, Garrett. Go around, but don't get caught. Do you have a key, friend? I bet he doesn't. He has... an arrow. I think he has an arrow, too. Yeah, he has an arrow. So what we're going to do is we're going to give him a little bonk on the noggin. A little close. Kind of rubbed up against him. Rubbed up against him there a little bit. He should be fine in this corner without being noticed. I hope. Okay, we got him coming back and this guy going back around. I would love to find one of these guys with a key, but I'm pretty sure that none of them have a key. Now that means I know of only one place to get a key. And that is not as much fun as it sounds. It's inside is the problem. Okay, I'd like very much to knock you unconscious and not have our buddy see it. Can we do that? Come here. Alright. So there's an unconscious body. Caution, Garrett. Gets bright out there. Where did everybody go? Maybe they took a break. Mm-hmm. They took a break. That's exactly what happened. Alright. So this guy's gonna walk that way too. Hopefully he takes his sweet time getting over here.
Who's there?
Nobody?
Hello?
Nope. Nope. Nobody?
Just the wind, I guess.
Yeah, the wind of a blackjack flying by your ear. Well, as I said, the guards a little bit more ignorant of their surroundings than Thief 1. More apt to state that what they heard was a wind or something similar.
Oh. Is someone there?
Or something like that.
Oh, well, it must have been nothing.
Must have been nothing. Exactly. Okay, he's going to go that way. Now, his buddy's going to come back this way, but for the moment, we're pretty clear. So, if I remember correctly, there's a secret-ish area back here. Secret-ish area. Yes, right here. Now, this is not a very bright thing to do, or a very smart place to be. But, we do have a flare, a flashbang, and a don't fall to your death potion. There's also appears to be a hole over there. And this sort of gives us a little bit of an advantage, a little bit of a place to hide. while that guy comes this way. So yeah, this is a very, very large map. What you're seeing here is just a sliver, and I think the reason why they went with the small tutorial level initially is, to get you used to the game again after a couple of years. Maybe if you were still playing Thief 1, they're like, yeah, you're used to missions like this, right? These little teeny tiny things, and then they throw this thing in your face and like, here, have this, and there's just ginormous, insanely huge map that you have to cope with. All right, and we're gonna do this. And believe it or not, you actually have to do that. A noisemaker arrow, well, that's inconvenient. And another flare, which is super inconvenient. Now, the reason you have to do that is because you can't actually climb up on the outside of those crates. You can only climb up on the inside of those crates. Alright, so we're going to duck back into this corner. And we really have to find that key, so I'm thinking that the best place, well, I know the best place to find the key. I guess for lack of a better option, right now our best option is just to go and see if we can get it. So let's mosey as quick as we can and see what we can find. Okay, there's Guard up there. So yeah, I know where to get the key. I just find it very inconvenient that we have to go this way. Mostly because it's extremely dangerous. Let's stay underneath his feet. Less likely chance he's going to see us. Alright. Okay. A note. Potion testers needed. Inquire within. Really? And that is a Lady Angelica Experimental Apothecary. Cool. I didn't know apothecaries were experimental, but okay. Alright, so this is tough. It can get us killed really easily. Up, Garrett, come on. And I know how to do this, but we gotta haul it, really, so that guy doesn't come out and catch us. Quiet as we can, Garrett. Quiet as we can. Alright. And from here, we have a nice little hole in the roof we can use. The downside is we can be seen. Very easy. Ooh. Oh, well, it was a dark spot. Yeah, we can be seen very easily, so we have to drop down and not be seen or heard by either the gentleman in that room or by the guard, which I'm pretty sure there's a guard that patrols through here. You'd think I'd know this by now. Now we're semi-hidden. There's a guard below us anyway. Now that guy is very difficult to take down regardless. Where are you, guard? I know he's around here. He's messing with me. Now this is one of those moments where a slow fall potion may be required. If for no other reason, then it will save us a lot of problems with trying to hit the ground nicely. Alright, we don't have much of a choice here. Let's go ahead and get up our slow fall potion. We'll wait for him to go to the corner. Well, he's in the corner now, but now I hear a guard. There he is. Yeah, we were about to drop down, and he was coming out of the darkness. Now, he should walk to the end of this hallway, I think. Nope, just right there. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Come on, guy. I need you to vanish so that you don't see us. Close enough. Going down. Yeah, so that just makes you very quiet, very hard to hear. Again, not a huge fan of it, but I'll just think of it as something you put on the bottom of your shoes. It's not really a slow fall potion, it's a soft landing potion. So it looks like Lord Porter Fine Arts for sale. A yearly inspection of your space was last week. Our inspector found that he could not get to the second floor because the elevator button on the first floor was broken. Why didn't you report this problem? Please see me about this matter. I don't like it when a piece of equipment on my property is not working. We have also been receiving complaints from E.B. Bramrick. He rents the office space below your second floor office, and he claims to be hearing odd noises late at night. Please look into that. J. Rampone, Vice President. So it seems like somebody's got some issues. Let's see. Is that the only notice board? It is. Alright, so what do we got here? Noah Urim, Lens Grinder. I hold thy work in much regard, and thou knowest it was on mine own recommendation that my brotherhood contracted thy work. I trust by now thou hast received a small shipment of Andonesio crystal. By the coming weekend I shall need 10 lenses ground from the crystal thou hast received. Each lens must span 3 units in width, with a breadth of exactly 2 units. Grind thou 1 face concave and 1 convex. Make haste, and then bring me thy work for my approval. Friend Capeza, 0457. I don't know what 0457 is, but it must be important to remember that number. Alright, so I want to be super quiet. Anybody else got a note? Okay, I hear a guard coming. So we'll wait for a moment. Should be able to lean forward and give him a good thwonk. Isn't that right, guard? I missed. Okay, so guard doesn't deserve a thwonk at the moment. Lucky Silentura, entrepreneur. You have been evicted. Take 2 days to clear out your things, or they will be removed by the management. Oop. Well, we're not. Oop. Hello. For an entrepreneur, he's not very good, but we just found our first haul. Now, there's some paperwork down there at the end I think we need to read as well. So let's get to that. We can knock out that guy as he comes around the corner, I suppose. Who are you, sir? N. Rampone, President. Rampone Dockside Shipping. Okay. Lieutenant Lucky Salentura has not paid his rent in quite a while. No one has seen him for weeks, and I've seen wanted posters in the city streets with his picture on it lately. I've been suspicious of him for quite a while, and I'd bet you his golden dice that he was running a gambling ring out of that space. I don't think he'll be back with the blue coats looking for him. I put an eviction notice on his area, 0266, and I plan on clearing out the place in a few days to rent it to Gonzalez. I felt bad that we had to throw Gonzalez out to make room for Capeza, so I cut him a deal on his space, seeing that it's smaller than his old area. Speaking of Capeza, could you ask him to keep the noise down? J. Rampone, Vice President. Okay. The other one? I was recently contracted by the mechanists to develop special lenses for them. I just received a small shipment of rare and valuable Andonesio crystal for this purpose. For security reasons, I would like to request the installation of a metal face into my area within the next week. I don't have the funds to replace the crystals if they get stolen, and I hear mechanists can be unforgiving. Noah Urim. Ah, our first encounter with the metal face. Office personnel only. Alright. Oop, too bright, back it up. Alright, so we're gonna sit here for a minute and wait for that guard to come back, because we cannot be wandering around while he's out there just enjoying himself. So we've gotten a little bit of a view into the world of the shipping and receiving business. It seems like this warehouse is used for a lot more than just shipping and receiving. We have a lens crafter, we have a gambler, an illegal gambler. I think there's a guard over there. There is a guard over there, okay. That's good to know, because that means we can't go into that room while he's still conscious. We will have to deal with him. Come here, friend.
Who's there?
Nobody. Okay, so he's very attentive. Building A key. So that's our first key. That's our building A key. That's the key for this building here. Make sure none of his body parts is sticking through the wall, because sometimes if a body part sticks through the wall, they can see it. Now these are all windowed viewing areas, which basically means if he looks out that window at just the right moment, we have a problem. I think we should be able to knock him out. Open the door from here. Shoo shoo. Shoo shoo. Okay, we're gonna duck in really quietly. Hello, friend. I don't know if you'll get close enough for us to give him a good thwack or not. Looks like not. What? Nervous making. Nervous making. Who is that and where did you come from, sir? That's the second guard. Oh, I'm glad I moved that body. There's a second guard came through here. Okay. We might be able to pull this off if we're very, 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 very careful. We might have to be a little bit more speedy than not. Okay, that's really bright, so we have to back out. Okay.
Must have been rats.
It was rats.
Repulsive.
Oop, back it up, Garrett. There you go.
Come, what's that?
Yeah. It's the darkness, sir.
How odd. There's nothing there.
I gotta figure out a way to knock this guy out. He's very difficult to knock out because it's very difficult to get to a point where you can't be seen. I think we might be lucky if we step into the... Okay, here you go. Gotta be very careful about this.
What do I...
Nothing? Come here. Okay. I really don't like standing in someone's patrol lane in order to knock them out. You tend to be more easily detected before you bring the downswing in. And if they detect you, if you are considered detected when you hit them, you do damage, but you don't knock them out. Alright, what do we got? Weekly financial report. DM Blackheart, rent paid in full. Lucky Salentura, rent 3 weeks overdue. DM Gilver, rent paid in full. Venig Kilgore, rent due next week. E.B. Bramrick, rent paid by DM Gilver last week. Sid Capeza, rent paid by Mechanists. Lord Porter, rent paid in full. Lady Angelica, rent due next week. Sven Meinel, rent paid in full. And Noah Germ, rent paid in full. So they actually do pretty good business considering how many people are paying each other's rent. They do have one guy, Salentura, who's not paying his rent, but that's what they get, I suppose. Alright. Now we have to go back to where we were before, or close to it, or somewhere near it, or something like that. And we have to wait for that one guard to come back, so we can thwack him on the skull, because apparently, he,
Is that you?
Nope. Because apparently he can easily see us.
Oh, quiet.
This is not a good place to stand.
Sure it was nothing.
Too late!
Something moved there.
No, no, it did not. Keep going, Garrett. Go fast. Stay close to the wall.
What's there?
Okay.
It seems quiet enough now.
It's very quiet now.
Okay then.
Alright, guardy guard, come here.
Wish someone would let me know what's going on.
No one knows what's going on. Alright, come here. I don't even know why this guard was here. Here, you and your buddy, you guys enjoy each other's company. There you go. Big hugs for everybody. Okay, we have to go this way. And quietly. Very quietly. Which way are you facing, sir? Okay, he just turned around, I think he did. Now that should be the last guard who comes in this way.
Hmm? Hello?
Eek, 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 Garrett. Too bright, buddy. Okay.
Strange.
I have to either knock this guy out or be very careful about how we get into this room. This is the room that we need. We have the building A key, which is great, but I'd like the master key, and the master key is in that room, because that's the master office. The master key makes life so much easier. The downside is you have to get to it. I think that little tiny strip right there is dark enough for us to get to. If we can get to that strip while his back is turned, if we can get to that strip, and we can basically slide up next to him and then bop him one. I think. But if he turns like that, we are going to have a major issue. So let's go ahead and hope he turns all the way around. Turn around, sir. If he turns around, we can just tail it over there. Probably not too loudly, but loudly enough. Okay, go, Garrett. Go, Garrett, go. Silence. Alright.
Taking a break.
Okay, we're going to be very quiet now. A little bit brighter.
Huh? What was that?
Nothing.
Okay, calm down. There's nothing.
Ah, he saw us. Okay, run. I need a flashbang. He's gonna shoot. Yep. We are detected, sir. Okay, he lost us. Well,
Just
unless he didn't lose us. I'm blind. He's blind. We both win. I got overzealous. And I tried to jump him. We will not have to do that a lot. I think you have an arrow on you? You do. I will take your arrow, good sir. And then you can stay there and be unconscious and annoying. Alright, so. Here we go. Clockwork. Mechanist technology. This device is now configured for thee so that the managers of the warehouse mayest easily enter any tenant's area at any time. When thou wishest to open such a locked area, thou must needest enter the 4 numerals of its address into the keypad device. When thou hast entered the correct number, see that it shalt display on the dials to thy left. This shalt cause the large green bay of door of thy desired area to open. Thou mayest only open one door at a time, and if thou open another door, the first shalt close. If thou hast any questions, direct them at once to me, friend Capeza, 0457. We can try 0457, here we go. This is what we're looking for, the master key. So we can do stuff like that, we can go like 0457. Ding! Pretty little gears and clackers and things going off, that's wonderful. Alright, so now we need to find our way out. Now, lucky for us, we don't have to go through the front doors for most places. But some places we don't have an option. Because these are all internal locks, I believe. Yeah. Alright, this is where the fun starts. He's gonna walk right towards me, isn't he? Yep. Excuse me, sir. You are out like a light. I need you to come over here. Drop you. Open you. Come here. Run, Garrett. We're just gonna have a nice little pile of bodies over here, I think, is what we're gonna go for. Because I have no reason not to. There you go. Enjoy the company of your friends, sir. Okay, so they're all gonna hang out together. We do have to be careful. There are a couple of the patrollees. I actually really messed it up, and I'm really lucky that he was just coming around that corner. Because he likes to go through that door. And, that makes things a little bit difficult for us. So yeah, we can't really get in anywhere from the inside. We have to get in from the outside. These are all locked from the inside. Now, if I recall correctly, there should be a guy on the outside of this door. This is the door he should come through. Louder or quieter? Sounds like he's stuck. Tell me you're not stuck. He's stuck. I love when they do that. Okay, he's stuck. We're gonna have to find another way out. Because he just got stuck on the ladder. Ah, wonderful. So that is the unfortunate downside of some of their pathing issues. He is now stuck on the ladder, and his stuckness, we'll say stuckness, makes it impossible for us to go out that door because he's looking right at us. And, oh, look at that, building A key. I guess they put keys like that out there if you want to go for a no knockout run, like a completely clean no knockout run, which is possible. But very, very difficult. Where are we? We might be able to pull this off if we're extremely quiet. I don't know. We might be loud about this. There we go. Shh, Garrett, we have to do this quietly. Now, we could probably use another slow fall potion, just because that guy bugged out. Can we drop down? We could drop down to the next level, but we can't drop down any lower than that without hurting ourselves, so that does us no good. Yeah, so this guy is basically stuck on the walkway, and I'm hoping he's facing the other way. He is facing the other way. Downside is there's nothing we can do about him because of how he's stuck.
What is that smell?
It's probably me. So we are going to have to use a slow fall potion. It's probably going to be our last one, I think. Yep, last slow fall potion. We're going to use it here. Are we down? Alright. So, basically just a silent landing. And we'll just drop down. The only way to really get him to not be stuck is to make enough noise for him to start patrolling, and then he'll move away from the ladder and start patrolling towards us. 0624, right? Wait, that's what that gray oh, that was that thing. We had the door open already. Okay, I'm not going to worry about him, because even if he starts patrolling, all it'll do is make him reset anyway, so... Okay, if I'm right, that door should be open now. And it be. Excellent. Now I have to be careful because there's sometimes stuff in here. Like those
This
things.
place looks like an inventor's shop. There's probably a valuable gadget or two around here.
Yes, Garrett. Probably a gadget or two. I'm going to close that. Now I'm pretty sure that I think it's a missile launcher. I'm pretty sure it's non-functional. I'm gonna... Okay, I'm pretty sure it's not functional. What do we got here? Looks like we got some silver and a very expensive piece of crystal. Ah, the scouting orb. Yet another new piece of tech. Because Garrett is probably not one to want to extract his own eye and throw it across the room, he has access to these scouting orbs, and what they do is you throw them and you can basically scout an area and no one will notice. It's a very interesting way to look around or around corners and things like that. Yeah, that thing's just ticking away like it's on, but it hasn't fired at us yet, so I'm assuming that it may be on, but non-functional. Alright, let's head up here. And anything up here that I need to worry about? Looks like, no, we're pretty set up. You know, it's like, let's get closer, but we don't have to. We can just eyeball in. That looks like a grate, but I'm not sure. Well, let's go find out. It looks like a grill, like something you can open. Like a door or a hatch. And I'm a curious fellow. If there's money involved, I'm sure Garrett's a curious fellow too. Is that a door or a hatch of some kind? Well, if it is, there's no mechanism here that can open it. So I'm going to assume it's just there for pretty. Alright. So it looks like we've at least, if nothing else, we've gotten into our first area. We got our building key, which allows us access to getting stuck on ladders. It allows us access to more of the area, more of the building. We have our building key. We got rid of most of the guards on the second floor. We're now down here on the first floor, so to get to all the new areas, all we have to do is punch in the numbers and then get to the correct door. You have to find the door area. Oh, hello. Hey, nice. Alright, excellent. More stuff. Anyway, we do have to just grab that stuff and go. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pause here because it has been time, and we are in a safe place. So for now, I'd like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of Thief 2: The Metal Age. And I will see you guys next video.